Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is still Breakfast Central on News Central TV. It's time to take a look outside the continent of Africa. Johansson is here to do that for us on Outside Africa. Good morning to you, Johansson.
Good morning, guys. Good to see you guys. And Oluchi, welcome to the breakfast. It's good to have you here this morning. Well, we're talking outside Africa. First of all, you cannot talk outside Africa without talking about football, no doubt. And it's still about the European League that's actually faced a sudden demise. It came up, it made so much noise, everybody thought it's going to happen, and all of a sudden, it goes down. But aside from that, let's also tell you another story. It's a sad story. A police officer in Columbus, Ohio, on Tuesday shot a teenage girl while responding to reports of an attempted stabbing. The girl, identified by family members and Franklin County Children's Services as Ma'Khia Bryant, was age 16, and she was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. It's a sad story. Ma'Khia Bryant lived in a foster home and got into an altercation with someone at the home. According to her aunt, Hazel Bryant, her niece had a knife, but maintained that she dropped it before the officer actually shot her. On the screen, you can see that's Ma'Khia. She was full of life, playful, and so on. We want to play you that video. That's a body camera from the officer, but I must warn you that the footage you're about to see can be disturbing. So let's take a look at this. From the footage, you can see that there was the altercation, there was a fight, and that is exactly what happened. Now, this is actually coming from the Chauvin story. Remember that the United States are actually celebrating the victory, the verdict, and then this happens again. So everyone is actually confused. What's going on? People don't really know what to do, and then this is another story as well. But moving away from the United States of America, Russia is also another big story. Now, Russian President Vladimir Putin has called on his foreign rivals not to cross the red line, he says, with Russia during his annual address to the nation yesterday. Hours before pro-Navalny protests were to be held across the country, Putin said some countries blame Russia as a kind of sport, although he did not reference the big issues, okay? He didn't talk about the one and big story that everyone is rioting for, but he says they are pitting him against the US and also the EU. Western countries have warned Moscow that it is held responsible for jailed critique Alexei Navalny's health and threatened further sanctions should his health deteriorate. And I bet you know that Alexei Navalny is not doing too well. There have been calls that he should actually leave detention and go get treatment outside of Russia. But Putin, he is not talking about that story at all in this press briefing. So these are some of the stories that are making headlines outside the continent of Africa, guys.
Well, thank you very much, Joe. From the latest in the southern in the US to the Iron Curtain, as it were, in Russia.